This is IASG, if you don't know. And today we've got a presentation by Megan on Wireshark, and then a beginner's night by Cole on intro to networking basics. So if you're interested in that, be sure to stick around after the meeting. And then you wanted to talk about the puzzlers as well, so I'll let you do that.
All right, so starting this week, I'll be posting weekly or bi-weekly puzzlers on our website, isg.iac.edu. It will contain a file every week that has a message encoded in it through steganography, encoding, encryption, something like that. And your job is just to look through the file and see if you can find it in any way. If you do, shoot the captain an email. We want to see who all gets them, and the first one's up right now. If you want to check it out, good luck.
All right, well, I guess we'll get started. Yeah, so my name is Megan, I'm the secretary. Today we're gonna do a presentation on Wireshark. So let's begin. So Wireshark is a network packet analyzer. What it does is it scans a network or Wi-Fi, Ethernet, whatever you have it set to, and it intercepts packages that are being sent from computer to other computers or other servers. It intercepts packets sent across a network, and then you get to analyze them and look at the information on there. And it displays it in a nice, kind of organized way so that you can look at the information without getting too lost. It's an open source program, so anyone can get it. It's free. If you want to download it, it's at this link here, so wireshark.org. You shouldn't have to sign up, get an account or anything. Just should be a free download right there. So there are a lot of different uses for it, both on the security end and both on the hacking end as well. So for network administration and stuff, if you just want to work in security, it can be used for troubleshooting and analysis. For debugging a system, you can look at the packets being sent across and see what's going on. Examine different security problems is another thing it's good for. Some developers like to use it to debug protocol implementations. And then it's also just a fun tool. If you don't know a whole lot about networks, if you mess around with it, YouTube videos, just messing around with it really helps you get a better understanding of networks in general. And then of course there's the fun stuff, the hacking side of it. I was looking up a lot of videos recently, just kind of to refresh myself on stuff, and I found some videos where some people, they were able to find the physical location of a specific IP just with Wireshark and like one other application they used to look it up. So that was pretty cool. You can also intercept usernames and passwords if it's unencrypted. You can intercept the packet and just read them out of there. Yeah, it's a fun tool to practice with, but just a note, any and all malicious uses of the program are not endorsed by the club. It might be fun, but can't say we endorse that or suggest it in any way. Moving on. Is it legal to use? The few people that I've mentioned it to that I used Wireshark for, because this was my first real hacking tool that I started practicing with. The few people I mentioned it to were kind of felt that it was a little bit sketchy. You know, are you really supposed to use it? You're intercepting other people's information and stuff. It really depends, really. So yes, but also sometimes no. I know that if you're using an open and unencrypted network, so for instance, IASG Cardinal or IASG Guest or something like that, it's typically okay. I don't know all the rules behind it. Of course, no malicious, if you have no malicious intent behind it, you should be okay. If you're not selling people's information, should be good. But do your research. You are responsible for the information that you find. There are risks involved, so just proceed with caution, and also just be smart about it. Not every Wi-Fi network that's open is necessarily one that you're allowed to scan on. So for instance, if I was to start scanning on my neighbor's Wi-Fi network and start kind of intercepting their information, that would not be legal. So just be smart about it. Okay, so good things to know going into it is some of the layers of the internet. The four main ones, layers 1, 2, 3, and 4, are ones that you want to be familiar with a little bit. The first layer is the physical layer. You won't be using that a whole lot. The second layer is the Ethernet layer. You can get some more information about that, and I'll be covering those as we go through the demos, some of the information that you can get from each one of those. There's the third layer, which is the IP layer, and then the fourth layer as well, which is the networking layer. And then you also want to be familiar with the different protocols that are used as well, because you'll be seeing a lot of these as well. I should actually probably start up the demo just ahead of time, just to get a head start. So when you open up Wireshark, does everyone have it open that wants it open? You know? Good. Okay. So when you first open it up, you're going to see there's a couple different options here. I click on the Wi-Fi one, and then just to double check. Oh, I'm gonna connect to IASG Cardinal. Also, side note, EDU Roam is the only encrypted network here at Iowa State, so use that one, just generally speaking. It's the only secure one. IASG Cardinal, come on. But yeah, so I'm going to connect to IASG Cardinal. All right, select Wi-Fi. You can also put in a capture filter. So, for example, we had all these different protocols listed here before. So you can pick one of those and just choose to scan with that instead. No, I didn't want to click you. So click one of those. So I'm going to do ICMP. We'll start with that one first and hit enter, and it starts filtering through. So there's not a whole lot right now. Going back here to the presentation, ICMP is the Internet Control Message Protocol. That typically goes over the third layer of the internet. So just for fun, let's go to command prompt, and I'm going to send a ping to Google. Going to send 4 different pings. All right. Where did they go? Sorry about that. Let's try it again. That should have worked. Not sure why.
Oh.
What?
It's pinging over IPv6, and you're filtering by ICMP v4.
Oh, okay. So do a different one. My bad.
I think that's why.
ICMP 6.
Try that one.
Yeah, we'll give that one a shot instead. 6. And go. Should try this again. There we go. Now we got some information popping up. So it pings it a couple times. And I'm going to stop it right there. So, with the information that pops up, you can see there's different, it organizes it differently. So the number of, this is the order that they come in as, the time, the source, and the destination. Looking over here, you can see this one organizes the protocol. And if I had not put on the filter, you would have gotten a bunch of others, like DMP, TCP, and a bunch of other ones. So this is the protocol right here, length, and then information. Down here below, it displays, each one of these rows represents a different layer of the internet. So this one represents the physical layer, and if you open the tab down, you can get a lot more information about it. Interface, the arrival time, length, yep, the interface name. Going down here, you can get the destination. Down here, you'll get the source and the type, so IPv6. So that's the second layer of the internet, the information you get from there. Down here would be the third layer. You can get some other stuff down here. Kind of mess around with that a little bit. And then down here is the bytes. These are the actual bytes that are sent across the internet. So, just going back here. But yeah, so here are some of the different other protocols that you'll typically see. HTTP, so Hypertext Transfer Protocol, is a common one. ICMP and TCP is another one, which, hey, is another one which we'll be looking at in just a sec. And there are many different protocols that are used out there. So it's good to be familiar with some of the main ones. So we went over the output, and when it's coming in, so I'll do another example right here. Let's say I do not apply any filters, and I just start randomly going on. So there shouldn't be any filters on. Should be a lot more internet traffic on this one. I'm going to close it and open it again and see if that works. Wi-Fi, there we go. So typically it comes in at a much faster rate, and so like already you can see down here is the number of packets that come in. I've already up to about 500 packets. And if you let this go for just a couple minutes, you can get up to hundreds of thousands and like up to 1 million different packets. It's a lot of fun. But so I'm gonna stop it right there real quick. So you can see I got up to about 1,070 packets, and you can see there's a lot of different protocols going on here. You got MDNS, you have LLMNR, a bunch of other random ones. So you can organize them by different ones, which is also really nice. You got a couple more ICMPs here. Yep. But yeah, so that's fun to mess around with a little bit. That was that demo. And so let's do another one. It's another one I wanted to do real quick. Let's see. So for this one, I'm gonna clear it out and we'll do the filter HTTP. Just kind of search around on there for a bit. All right. Yeah, you can go. Continue without saving. So this one is only gonna collect packets from HTTP. Should be. I'm going to close it and open it again. So I'll just filter it by HTTP at the very end here. All right, and let's mess around. Let's go to a website here, www. Yeah, why not? Let's go to the last page of the internet. Load that one real quick. All right, and let's stop. So let's organize it again. Let's go to HTTP. Or, yeah, let's see. There we go. So, looking here, you can see this is where I looked it up. I click on there, open this up a little bit bigger. So you can see that's the frame. Going all the way down here, you'll get to the fifth row. You can get more information on that. It's a really simple web page for this one. I'm gonna open this view page source. So as you can see, it's a very simple HTML. It's supposed to be something else that popped up. Yeah, something else was supposed to pop up. It was popping up earlier. Oh well. So I'm gonna try this again. Actually, let's run this again. One more time, and this time we'll look up an image as well. So I'm gonna refresh this just for fun. We'll look up an image. So let's say computer, just for kicks. Okay, let's look at image of computer, another computer. Let's say I want to download that one. Save image as, save. All right, so I've done that for a little bit. You can go down to here, and we can click stop. So another fun thing you can do is you can go to File, and then Export Objects, and go to HTTP. And you will get a list of different objects that it collected during that search. That one's from Google Bytes. I'm gonna save that one. Save that to desktop, go to packet. I'm gonna save it in there. I'm gonna name you thing. All right. That was a text one. I'm just gonna save them all down there. Why not? Packet, select folder. There we go. And close. So, let's see what we got. That was not what I was expecting. Let's try it again real quick. I don't know why it's not picking it up. Computer keyboard right now. Why not? Save this image. And let's call it quits there. Go to File, Export Objects, HTTP. Images. It says it got it. And last time when I was trying it, like just before club, it was popping up and it was showing me the image. So, sorry about that. One more thing. Let's see if we can try this again. I'm gonna try one more time. This time I'm just gonna go back to this web page and reload it again. And back to here, and stop. So let's sort it by HTTP. There we go. All right, so if we just click on one of these and we go to TCP stream, what's cool about it is it'll pop up this window here, and it shows the whole exchange between my computer and then the server, or whoever's computer it was. I believe, yeah, that actually wasn't my computer, someone else's. So it just shows the whole exchange. So green is what comes back to the computer, and then red is what is sent out. So if I had, so if this was one of my packets, and I had sent out something else to a different server or a different computer, if I had sent it out, it would be red, and then this is the blue, so that's what's come back. So it's the whole response here. So I reply and then responses. So yeah, that'll be the TCP string. You can accept now. There we go. So those are my demos. I apologize that the first one wasn't working with the image. Usually that one works. Like I said, there's a lot more that can be done with Wireshark. Whether or not you decide to go and learn from the networking side and the security side of things, or if you decide to mess around with the hacking and more packet analysis, is your choice, but there's a lot more that can be done. Does anyone have any questions? All right, that's all I got.